When my uncle passed away from COVID, unfortunately, he couldn't have any of us next to him. My name is Frida. I'm Michael's niece. He just seemed like he had a bad flu, that's all. He spoke to us every day on WhatsApp, texting as well as calling us, various members of the family. But then I think in about the third week or so, we were suddenly told that he needed assistance in breathing. He's sedated and then we couldn't talk to him anymore. So in the last week of his life, we had no contact. And you know, when they moved him from the normal ward into the isolation ward, it was very sudden, so nobody expected it. And I think he was there for about a week before he finally succumbed. A lot of people know him as a florist, as a famous florist, but nobody knew that he was actually also very artistic in many other forms of art. So his artwork was something that the family wanted to share with everyone else. Uncle Michael was a bachelor, so after he passed away, myself and my sister and some uncles went down to help to clear his apartment. And then we found that he had tons of canvases just stacked up around his apartment. And we have, all of us, seen pieces of it when he showed it to us, but we didn't know that he had that many pieces. I think he had maybe over 200 canvases stacked up around his apartment.
I'm Vera and I'm Michael's niece. I grew up in the 70s and 80s knowing Michael as one of Singapore's top florists. I was quite young when he was in his prime, but we knew about, I mean, he would be in the media for some of these things, but we also knew about big occasions he was doing, like Chow Yun Fat's wedding. And I remember going down to the venue just to take a look and just to say, okay, I've been at Chow Yun Fat's wedding venue. And then he did, you know, like Queen Elizabeth's visit, George Bush's visit, President George Bush's visits. You know, he did the floral arrangements for that. And he was once invited to the Sultan of Brunei's palace to do all the floral arrangements there. He loved anything that had to do with art. He knew any flower that you took a photograph of. I remember when I was staying overseas, I saw an unusual flower and I would take a picture and say, you know, check in with him, what is this? And he would tell you right away, you know. He just was an encyclopedia for, you know, anything that had to do with flowers.
I'm Fiona Rankin. I'm the owner of Asian Palette, the gallery which is hosting Michael's memorial exhibition. I first met Michael about 20 years ago. That's when we got to talking about an exhibition that he always wanted to do. And you know, we all get caught up in our daily life. Sadly, sometimes it takes death in order to get things moving in the direction that one wishes or wished. Basically, Michael took a lot of pride and joy in creating art out of the ordinary. So he would use newspapers, he would use colored papers, he would recycle mats to produce stamps. Michael was ahead of his times. A lot of people came forward and said, he was my florist for my wedding and he was ahead of his time. He used cabbages, he used fruits. So Michael didn't let being a florist limit him to just using flowers. He went beyond that. So this exhibition really is about celebrating Michael and his creativity.